Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at being mad in March, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name's Benj.
And my name is Isaac. And it has been communicated to us through the sports team. That's interesting. We have a sports team. Not like they play sports.
Yeah, like it's not
Yeah, I never.
the people.
Yeah, it's not like.
It's not
the
like we
Phoenix
don't
Suns.
own.
No.
Like there's not a Two Poor Artists basketball or baseball or whatever.
We're not famous
other
enough
sports.
to buy sports teams yet.
No.
We just have a team in our studio that informs us when sports things are happening. Like the reason we knew the Super Bowl was happening is because, the sports team sent over a memo.
Yeah. Saying
like there was like an envelope on the desk.
You have to talk about this.
Yeah.
It's the thing that's happening now.
Like people are talking about this right now, so you should draw it. And we're like, but we don't like sports, really. I mean, we don't like any of the famous sports.
Yeah, like some of the unique sports. Playing sports is fine.
Yeah.
That's just good old physical fun.
Yes.
As long as one team's white and one team's black.
Obviously. And, we've really communicated this in the past. We really wish all sports would adopt the white and black motif where, the home team is always black and the away team is always white, or,
or
vice
reverse.
versa.
We don't really care.
Yeah. Like, it'd be interesting. You, turn on the basketball game and the whole court is obviously painted white and black.
Yeah, right.
And then you have the white and black players running around. And, it gets a little confusing because the white team might blend in a little bit, but not if you outline their uniforms in black.
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, and then if, like, in person, it wouldn't be confusing.
No, you'd be fine.
Because it's fine. And on the camera screen, because it makes it, like, 2D and stuff, it could be a little bit more confusing.
A little bit, but...
That's just where you use, AI tools to outline the characters.
We have 4K TV screens now and 8K if you're rich.
Yeah.
And, it'll work.
Yeah.
Is what we're saying.
Fine.
I mean, it'd be a little confusing for the players because, they have to, pass the basketball around, and the basketball's also black and white.
Right.
I think it adds a new level of skill. Because let's be honest, sports,
you can't just, use your peripherals.
We're living in an era where, sports rules are changing for the first time ever. The football rules change every season now. Basketball rules are changing,
Yeah.
I think it's time for people sports aren't what they used to be. They were classic for 100 years, and now they're really looking for something new and innovative.
Right.
And I'm just saying, this is it.
Yeah, ruin peripheral vision for all the players.
Wouldn't that? I mean, I'd be way more into watching that.
Yeah.
Just for the people who are tripping over their own shoelaces because they can't tell that their shoe came untied because it blends in.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And the announcers would have see. I've always wondered why they have numbers on the back of their jersey. It's clear.
Yeah.
You can clearly tell them all apart. But if they're all the same colors, those numbers are going to be real important.
Yeah.
Oh, sports. We're much more into the not mainstream sports. We're into the drawing sports.
Right.
The art sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Art and guns.
I think yeah, exactly.
The two drawing.
It's very American like that. You draw your gun, draw your pens.
Yeah.
We're big fans of when I think we've probably talked about this on the show before, but when the Olympics used to have art as a category,
Yeah.
The countries would compete amongst who was the most artistic.
Yeah.
And
the art adjacent, like architecture.
Yeah, right? I've designed this building. What have you from your foreign country?
Drew a black print of this building.
Exactly, right?
We call them blueprints now, but back in the day,
before color was invented.
Blue. Yeah.
Black prints, were how they used to be.
Yeah.
White ink on black prints.
Right.
Because that's
logical. It's so much easier to see than the white ink on blueprints.
I'm just saying, if you turned on your TV and there was two people going at it in a drawing contest, you'd be like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna stop and watch this.
As we call them.
But draw off. Yeah. You turn on basketball. I don't understand March Madness. It's just 500 of the exact same thing happening. People turn off one basketball game and turn on another one, and it's just nothing changed. Except for
just the constant squeaking of the who's on the court.
It's terrible.
Like I always know when my dad's watching basketball because it's like,
yeah,
there's that.
Sounds like a rubber. Yeah, just the
like the floor is made out of rubber duckies.
It's terrible. Yeah, the rubber ducky factory. It just gets turned on. Rubber ducky sports would be like I'd watch rubber ducky racing before I'd watch basketball.
What even would that be?
It would be like rubber duckies
sitting in a tub.
Well, they actually do this where they get like 1,000 rubber duckies and they write numbers on them and they just like send them down the river.
Right.
And the first rubber ducky to get to the end, you're way more invested in that.
Right.
You know, there's these people who spend money on like jerseys and going to games. Imagine if you go down to your local stream and there was a rubber ducky race.
Yep.
And the only memorabilia to take away was a rubber ducky that they'd probably give you because rubber duckies are cheap.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, you might not be able to get the winning one very cheaply.
No. They auction that off for the children.
Yes.
You know, raise money for the children.
Yeah. But we should probably talk about that.
It is important.
We once again rose money for the children. With we donated a book and a piece of art to the local auction.
We did
for the children.
Every year. We're approached, and they say, poor artists, let down your ink. And
we need to raise money for the children.
Exactly. They raise money.
You are always the ones to make the most money.
It's true. We raise a lot of money for the children.
In
fact, I am quite certain that between our two items, we raised more money than any other item.
Yeah, I didn't like look at every item, but we definitely any of the items I looked at, I think we rose.
It helps that we have such dedicated fans that are willing to pay so much for such poor art. Those poor fans of ours.
Yeah, we didn't raise quite as much as we did last year.
No, but we wrote another.
It was close.
We wrote another book though. You know, that seems to be the thing that the people want.
Yeah.
You know, last year we wrote just kind of a picture book. We wrote a story.
Yeah.
We drew characters. This year we decided to go with something a little more simplistic for the children.
Yeah, for the children.
You know, something that you can read with your children. Or if you're a child at heart, we wrote an alphabet book.
Yes, an alphabet. It's the ABCs of two poor artists.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and if you get it, you'll recognize some of the drawings from our past videos. And we're not ready to publish it quite yet because when you release a book at auction, I just tell this for all the artists who haven't gotten to our level yet.
Right.
You know, you're not being approached by auction runners. They say. Can you give us a book? And we're like, yes, an exclusive,
yes.
One of a kind book. And that's really what I think raises money because people understand that years from now, when we're both, deceased,
right,
drawing in heaven, if they allow us.
Well, yeah, there's no, I don't think our art will be allowed in heaven.
Probably not. But the point is, we make an original book, so we can advertise it as a one-of-a-kind piece, And if we just publish it right away, they'll be like, well, I'll just wait for the published version. But no.
But also, this one was, it was bound by us.
Yes, hand-bound, hand-glued, hand-printed.
Hand-sewn.
Hand-signed,
With dedication.
Yes, so we're very thankful for Eli, who purchased our book. And we're also very sorry that you paid
especially
money.
To his parents.
Yes, we're sorry, Eli's parents, for making him spend his milk money
and anyone
on
else
this.
who knows Eli, we're sorry.
Yeah,
to you as
and
well.
We're sorry to Brendan and his family for purchasing our art. Brendan couldn't even be there, and his mom, she's hovered by our art. She was like, I gotta get this for my boy. I love him so. Which it's a funny way of showing it, but I mean, when people are down the two poor artists rabbit hole, it's hard to climb your way out.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we should get back to today's topic because it's time for March.
Yeah, it's been our
madness.
We're actually pretty consistent now with it being 10 minutes.
Yeah, but not quite 10 minutes. There was ink on paper at some point. right?
I don't know if that really
I
counts.
don't know if it counts either, but I'm going to say it. So March Madness.
That's
March.
yeah. I don't know if we actually specifically
I don't
said
know. We talked
what
a
we're
lot
doing.
about it being March Madness time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I
We're
think March
drawing.
Madness is named
What?
after what? It's named after the fact that there's a lot of guys, wives, and girlfriends mad at them because
What
they're watching
is
so much football.
is it
And by
football?
football, I mean basketball.
And it's like college
It's
or
college,
something,
but it's
right?
like the one
it's
time.
not.
It's funny. It's like the one time a year where people pretend to care about college basketball. Like no
Yeah.
one speaks of college basketball until March,
Right.
and I think it's just because there's a big bracket. People like brackets.
Yeah. And my understanding from the sports team is that this year there's like a big like conspiracy
Don't they always say that?
around it. Well, it like as
It's
in
just like the thing to
the
say about
person-
sports now.
well, but like the person who's in charge of picking what teams are allowed get to come in, because that's the thing that I found out from the sports team that's weird, is that
yeah?
they don't just pick like the teams that have the best records or
What?
whatever.
What is
Like
that?
there's like a council that actually like chooses who's allowed in the tournament.
I don't even understand how that's possible.
Yeah. And then apparently the person who is in charge of that council gets $100,000 if a specific team that he like owns gets in.
What?
And that
seems
team-
controversial.
That team got in even though they had a worse record than some other teams.
Yeah. See,
So
Sports-
there's like
sports-
there's apparently this year like some big conspiracy.
I mean,
type-
they need something to get people. Like, I think conspiracies are a good way to get people to watch something that there's no way they would actually watch.
yeah.
You know, like that's
Yeah,
maybe
because
that's
now
what we
everyone's
need. We need-
watching like rooting for that team to like lose miserably, right?
And they're not going to. You just know that it's gonna.
Yeah.
happen. We got a new pen thing going on today, and I'm a little.
Is that like someone's ponytail? Like
What that?
I see that you have the tag that's like classic to the Mad Hatter, but it's like, is that a hat
Yeah.
or is that just like a hair with a ponytail?
No, it's a hat. It's a hat. This
It's like
whole
a-
thing
like,
is a
it
hat.
looks like a
No,
real
I
bad Japanese
understand.
bowl cut.
I understand what it looks like. Hat. It's a nose.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a fan.
I don't want you to be. Necessarily.
What?
This is my version of the Mad Hatter, okay? Disney
What?
had their chance.
What part is what? Like, where's the eye?
That's a good question. Get some hair in here first.
Hair's so
Looking strangely farmer-esque.
wispy. Yeah, like Japanese farmer.
Yeah, this is an interesting take on a classic character. Unfortunately. Wasn't supposed to be.
Like, you do realize that his profession is being a hatter, right?
He's
Like,
like-
he makes hats.
Not like good ones.
He's not a farmer. He's a hat maker.
How do you convey hat maker?
Well, I mean, by making him not look like a farmer, I'd say.
Oh man, that made him look more like a. Why is he coming out so farmer-esque? You know? You know what no farmer has? A goatee.
I don't think that like it's just, you're going full on like, and that's not where his chin is. That's his neck. You just gave him like a neck hair.
This is very hillbilly-ish. It's quite unfortunate. How about what if I give him a mustache? Like
Well, what kind of mustache? Oh, yeah.
the kind no
Weird.
farmer's ever had.
It's like a French.
I don't understand how to make him look less like a farmer.
He looks quite disappointed.
He does, doesn't he? That eyes.
Yeah.
I think he's focused.
And he's like snooting. You know, he's like
he's very snooty.
he's putting his chin up and
Yeah, this
he's
is
very
this
disappointed.
isn't,
Very
this isn't your father's Mad Hatter. I'll tell you that. This is different.
oh, is that like
It's like his cravat.
yeah, but like is that it's so facing us. Is he like turned?
I don't really know. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to be.
What is Oh, is he that skinny?
No, 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 no.
What are we looking at here?
It's an arm. Ooh, put on more weight there than I expected.
You know, it helped quite a bit though, but it's still just like, man, it's his neck turned real hard.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that is that his hand?
it's an
Why?
arm.
Why? Why is his arms like he can't touch? He can't reach his hat.
Got weird arms, okay? Like, just.
He's wearing a dress.
Oh, yeah, where's this supposed to go? Like up here.
Oh,
I
and
don't
he's
know.
so curvy with his
Yeah,
dress
you'd
on.
think he was a woman, but it's. Yeah. Okay. Their legs will make it all better.
Oh, I don't think so.
They might. And there's a good chance they won't, but they might.
This guy.
Yeah.
I really dislike this guy. Oh,
This is all.
he's broken his leg right at the like. That's not where the knee is. That can't be where the knee is. He has such
It's.
girly shoes on too.
Yeah, well, he's a hatter. He's a man who decided to make hats for a living.
Oh, that's not where the knee is either.
Unfortunate.
he, his legs are so broken.
He's.
Oh, and like one of them is someone's just
I know.
ah,
I know. I know.
it's so painful looking.
I know.
And the weird dress he's wearing.
It's like a shirt coat.
No, I know what it's supposed to be, but it's just clearly a dress.
No. It'd
And
be an inappropriate dress.
And his
Girls don't wear dresses like this. Too short.
well, if you're wearing like, that was like the style in like the 2000s where you'd wear like a short skirt and jeans
I know
underneath.
that. That was fine. But
Yeah, because I mean you're just wearing
they
jeans.
call it a shirt. Don't make your mom disappointed in you by calling it a dress.
But like, I mean, you could call it like this might be like a robe, but it's like a real girly
It's
robe.
fashionable.
No.
Don't tell me what to
And this guy, he's disappointed at what by life.
I know. I know he is.
But he's the disappointment.
Yes, but that's how all Mad Hatters are.
And he can't even reach his hat. His arms are too short.
It's okay. Just he has help. I'm sure.
And you haven't drawn his hands yet, which
Well.
I'm real afraid of.
I haven't decided if he's going to be holding something or not yet. It's unclear to me.
And it's just like, what is his hand gonna, like the fact that he's facing left, but his body's facing straight towards
Let's
us.
just get on to the next person, shall we?
I don't want to, I don't
Nose
want
first.
to
You
be
can
more.
approve. You can approve of nose first.
Maybe if you do actual nose first.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Oh, he's facing the wrong way because of his teeth. That's interesting. I've never had somebody facing the wrong way because of their teeth before.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's. Oh, this is going to be interesting. He has to face. I've never known it was possible for teeth to decide which way you're facing. It's so weird.
Perspective's a strange thing. Oh, it's chipmunk boy.
It's not chipmunks. It's not a chipmunk.
His cheeks.
Yes, they are very chipmunk-esque. I'll give you that.
He's clearly chewing something in that.
Oh, his
one.
eyes are going the other direction.
He's got one of those. He's got one of
That's
those.
what he needs. He needs an eyebrow.
Ed and Eddie jawbreakers in his cheek.
Yeah, a little bit.
At least this thing's not as snooty.
Not yet. Can you tell he's a rabbit?
Yeah, he's got the ears.
Yeah. Rabbit ears. There. This guy looking great. Too bad I got to continue drawing.
Yeah, I mean, I so far like the rabbit more than the hatter.
So do I. I wasn't expecting that either. I was expecting him to be harder to draw.
Although, is he a rabbit? Like, I'm assuming this is like the
He's
mark
a hare. Yeah, he's
Are
a
hares
hare.
rabbits? Are they the same?
In the same general.
Yeah, I
family.
mean, I know they're practically the same, but I'm just any of our what's it called?
Zoology.
Zoologists.
Yeah.
In the chat, let us know, is
Yeah,
a
let's know
rabbit
the
and a hare?
official difference.
Oh, he's got that big old tie.
It was more like
he's either pretty chubby or he's got a real big shirt on.
and way chubbier than I expected.
Unless he's just wearing a real loose shirt. Aw. He's got the broken legs too.
Just one. I learned my lesson.
He's just I mean this one might almost be not broken. But it's like he's just doing okay, it's broken.
Yeah.
Like if that was facing down, then maybe it wasn't broken. But it's so broken. Like it's hard to look at with how like it's like you don't want to watch someone break their leg and then flop it around. It's hard to look at.
Yeah, it is. I'm aware.
Every time someone does that.
Because we've seen it so many times in our real life.
What is that?
Spoon.
Oh, in the other
Teacup.
Oh.
Sort of. Maybe I'll draw some tea splashing out of it. That'll help. Yeah, totally helped.
The spoon is bigger than the cup. Like, he may as well just drink out of the spoon.
He's the Mad Hatter, man. Just
like I'm assuming that's a mixing spoon, but it can't even fit in the cup.
You're right. You can't. Now to figure out how. Not the worst hand I've ever drawn. Not good though.
No, I mean,
It's just what I have to say every time I don't draw the worst thing you've ever seen.
he can't reach his head at all. Like it's not.
They don't have
like,
to, man. That's not a
even
requirement.
can he not like reach?
It's not a requirement for
Not
people.
only can he not reach his ears or his eyes, but like he cannot drink out of that cup that he has in his hand. He can't reach his
I
mouth.
decided this guy needed stripes and knee patches.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Yeah, it'll be worse when you realize where this guy's knee actually is. I think it's there.
Why is it there?
I don't know.
And why? So the first guy, the hatter, he can't reach his hat, but at least he can drink out of that cup.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
rabbit,
He's-
the rabbit cannot drink
He
out of
dips
that cup.
into it with his ear and spoons it into his mouth.
I don't think his ear can reach his hand.
I don't know.
Even if
that's
he like
accurate.
puts the ear all the way down.
That might be true. I don't know. Just give him some. I don't know what those are.
This drawing
Thank you.
is
Is what? Delightful.
so no positive word. I just can't think of a word negative enough.
Wow, that's the greatest compliment you could have given.
So poor.
I'm aware. It's because it doesn't have a background yet, obviously.
You know, I was wondering why earlier I played something on my phone and the sound didn't come through my glasses. It's because I'm still wearing my sleeping glasses.
I didn't know you had sleeping glasses.
I never put on my waking glasses.
It is very odd that you have two different kinds of glasses. Why do you not sleep in your... Like, what's...
I have to charge the other glasses, and I charge them at night.
I sort of see.
But then how are you supposed to sleep if you don't have glasses on?
Why do you sleep with your eyes open? I don't remember that from the road trip. You know?
What?
This is a table.
Is this
that's
a bed?
behind the table. it looks at all bed-esque. It's because of our conversation.
Oh man, the cups on the table are so much bigger than the cups they have.
It's a perspective thing. Farther away, they look bigger.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's one of the forgotten rules of art.
I feel so bad for them. Neither of them are on the ground now. We've now established that.
I mean, there must be something under them. Well, I mean, no, that could be. He's confusing. I'll admit, his foot is in a strange spot.
The hair, maybe you could almost try to argue is on the ground, but like it still needs to be down a little bit. He's not even close. Like he is quite a bit in the air. Like that doesn't make him on the ground. It needs to go farther than that. Because of perspective, it has to be lower than the foot on the left.
I don't know, man. It's just
the foot of the table, like his foot has to be lower.
To make these even longer.
If you want them to be on the ground,
I do.
I mean, at this point, you've kind of
like. It's semi-believable that he and the hair are standing in the same spot.
Yeah, it's
got a really big lift. I guess.
It's even worse.
Okay, so like they're marching.
Is that what they're doing? Have you ever witnessed a march?
This is how it works.
When this is over, I need to watch you march.
I don't just march for anyone, man.
I don't think there's a human physically capable of marching by your standards.
I think, no. Okay, so like what march? There's got to be a march that's playing, right? Because that's like a sound.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one march that like anyone knows. I think it goes like, oh, hang on. Goes. Oh, that's a B.
The dub.
Dang it. Dun. 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 You know, like the Imperial March from Star Wars. Please don't sue us, Disney.
I don't think they will. I didn't even get.
Yeah, the Imperial March. Yeah,
that's what you're going
singing it. Both of them.
Like I thought you were going to do one of like the actually famous marches.
This is a famous march. More famous than any march. Star Wars is more famous than any march.
I think the military is the most famous.
No, but like the name a famous military march.
Well,
the song is called the Imperial March. This is what the Imperial officers march to.
Yeah, but
the Emperor commissioned a song to be written for all the stormtroopers to march to.
Yeah, but you know that when they were filming Star Wars, they were just like, 2, 3, 4, and they were just saying that.
You never hear that. You know what you hear? You hear this song being played every time they're marching.
Yeah, but like,
it's real weird.
In real life,
no,
when they were marching,
no,
there was someone up front saying that. What is this?
A teapot.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something worse.
Yeah, that's Fair. One of those fancy teapot hats.
I see their tea is ready.
It is. It's always ready. At tea time.
It's always ready at tea time, or it's always tea time.
Is it clear that they're marching yet? I don't know.
No,
It's not.
No, they are. What they are doing cannot be called marching.
It can be a mad march in like the crazy sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, like if you walked up to the Mad Hatter in the March Hare. By the way, got March in there twice because the March Hare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did take two of the 2 puns.
Oh, come on, that's not really a pun.
Yeah, but I just mean there's 2 meanings of the word march.
Yeah, well,
you
can
took
still
both
use
of
them. I didn't use. Yeah, okay, maybe I did. Point is, the March Hare.
Yeah, there's still at least one more pun for mad.
Yeah, see, this is a swell thing.
Although I will say you guys don't look very happy.
No, well, I mean,
Like maybe not mad.
I don't know how
definitely disappointed.
I don't know how to convey real emotions that I want.
I really don't like your Mad Hatter.
I keep not looking at him on purpose.
Like he's just such a dislikable guy.
Yeah, he's kind of snooty.
He's
Isn't he?
snooty. He's wearing the worst shoes and striped pants. It's just everything about him.
I think the Mad Hatter is too likable in Disney stuff. like
he's not even...
Johnny Depp. They're like, we want him to be so likable.
That one was pretty good. The cartoon, he was not very likable.
Yeah, see,
he was quite annoying.
Well, I mean, but he has a funny voice.
Right? Yeah. No, he was likable in an annoying way. This guy is just like you hate this guy. Like you walk
he's a crazy man who makes hats for a living. If you knew a guy in your neighborhood that was the crazy man who makes hats for a living and he dressed like that, you wouldn't like him.
Right.
You shouldn't like him. I don't even know that Alice liked him. He was just like mildly helpful.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Like when everyone else was trying to kill her, he
was like, have some tea, you know? Like that's how it worked.
Right. But like, would this guy even offer you tea?
I think he might.
I think this guy would just like put his nose up at you.
Yeah, that's true. But like, that's what you'd expect. That's how it should be.
He'd be like, "What are you wearing?"
He would use the word tally ho, you know, like, and he wouldn't say it nicely.
No.
You know, like he'd use the whole pip pip, tally ho. What's this? Spit spot. Pour the tea, but none for you.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen my sewing kit?
That's why I dislike him. He's British.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, no other Mad Hatter we've seen portrayed has honestly been British. Like, they're just weirdly American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to see a British Mad Hatter.
No, they don't, because he'd be mean.
Yes.
All right, that's my drawing from March Madness.
Okay,
The March Hare, the Mad Hatter marching together.
I'll save this drawing.
See, like, one is mad, one is March, and they're marching. Mad. March Hare. By the way, we had to look up earlier, because I was contemplating this. I looked up earlier why March Hare is called the March Hare, because apparently hares, and that's rabbits, not just your hairdo, hares act crazy in the month of March. You know, no one knows why, except for all the people who think they know why. It's go left, man. Okay, it's just back. Ben's just having such a hard time using a computer.
I can't find the map.
I don't know what's happening to you. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay, I don't. You're supposed to be a techie.
Yeah,
to a
well,
degree.
the mouse was being weird.
I think it's rebelling. It's
you
like
have a weird
you've used me for evil. You know, and it's like I'm hiding. It's hidden.
Like I would move it to the left, and the mouse would appear, and then as soon as I would try to move it to where I wanted it to go, it would just disappear.
I think you thought I was joking about it rebelling. I'm not, and it did. It saw the heels I put on that guy and was like, nope, no. Oh, it's interesting. If you cut the drawing like it does when you're saving it, it actually looks like they're standing on the floor. Hmm. But you can't see my
Yeah.
age, so it's not real art. Such a shame. Everything that we do. It does look like a tie, doesn't it? I didn't mean for it to look like a tie on the March hair.
What? What was it
I
supposed to look
don't
like?
know, like a cravat, like a napkin tie.
Well, but that's what ties
Okay. Yep. No. Okay.
ties were napkins. Like that's why we wear ties.
I mean, we don't wear ties. We're artists.
That's
Artists
why
don't wear ties.
we as a society wear ties.
Is that why? So we can wipe our dirty mouths on them?
Like it was napkins, and then it became popular to wear napkins
Popular.
all the time, and then it started being like you would bring your napkin with you, and then they got smaller and smaller, and now they're ties.
Oh, gross.
Okay, so now I get to draw March Madness.
It's true. I think this is a good time, since we're talking about college basketball, to mention that you and I went down to ASU and we hung art like we said we were going to.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard from anyone at ASU yet, though. It's mildly disappointed.
Yeah. How could you possibly see what we did and not complain?
Like, I'm expecting a call either from ASU security
Mm-hmm.
or from an ASU art student thanking us. You know,
Well,
both of them will be thanking us.
I don't expect
No,
the thank you.
I'm looking at art students. It's like, you've inspired me.
Although
I'm
I will
dropping
say,
out and starting
after actually seeing like the art at ASU,
terrible.
like
we should have called
I'm
the police.
shocked that our art's better
Yeah, it is.
than theirs. Like our art's poor, but their art is disturbing.
I think it gave me new rules for art.
And,
Yeah, like terrible. It was horrible art.
like,
If you want to know any more about the art, you have to go watch our video though. About
well, except we can't show like
Wait,
any of it.
it's true, but you get the gist.
You'll hear the disappointment in our voice.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of that. Remember the tongue art? The tongue.
Oh yeah,
wall?
we could show that. Unfortunately,
Yeah, like the fact that we could show that shows you how bad the other stuff was.
yeah, like if
Wow,
that was our.
This guy looks so adorable already. Or another emotion. I don't understand emotions.
Is adorable an emotion?
Well, that makes me feel an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the aw emotion. How are you feeling right now? Oh, gosh. Never mind. He's lost it. He's distinctly sock puppetish. Suddenly. Oh, and you've... Ooh! Now he's got his feet in icy water. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's amazing how quickly the aw emotion gets changed into emotion.
Look at how mad.
From aw to
This guy is mad.
Man, he looks like an angry Pez dispenser.
He is quite disturbed.
Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by him. It's true. It's too bad. Sorry, your art's making me yawn. Oh, it's a lunch lady.
Just
You meant for it to be a lunch, like a hairnet, right?
so mad. That's what this person like. That's.
I mean,
I don't really care.
all lunch ladies in literature and art and film are angry. There's not a single nice one. And if they're nice, they probably get fired. You know?
Yeah, like they're giving away free food and then they get fired for it.
It's true. Although I hear that Carla was a lunch lady once. She told us that.
Did she get? Was she like mad and angry, or
was
did she get fired?
Yeah, that's a good question. We should ask her. Why is the lunch lady so angry though? Like, and what does this have to do with March Madness? I mean, I get the mad.
You get the mad.
She's mad, right?
Yeah.
Was she born in March? Oh, yes. Now it's... Oh, so I can draw... Oh, okay. Now it is just a hairnet. Was it always supposed to be a hairnet? I gotta know.
What?
I gotta know.
Art does works in mysterious
I know, well, that's
ways.
why I ask, you know? Like how those lines stop at the angry eyebrows for some reason.
No, that was just
A
me not.
mysterious way for art to work.
I don't know if I necessarily had much of a plan for this drawing.
I can tell.
I needed to like see what puns you were going to use and stuff.
I didn't use the angry one. But mad.
Yeah, I drew an angry person. That's
well, I mean, if you just put your name and date. But like, come on, she's got to be angry at something. Probably just like watching football or watching someone watching football. Or you ever watch people who watch sports? They're never happy. Have you ever noticed that? They're never happy. Because even if their team wins, they're not happy. Because they're like, we barely won. It was all the refs. They're just like sports are just about being angry at referees. You know? Because either their team wins and they're like, we almost lost because of those referees. And they're just yelling at the refs the whole game. Or they're like, we lost and it was all because of the referees. You know, like I say you just get rid of referees. You know? Make sports much less mad. Let them duke it out. You think the Colosseum had referees? They had like Caesar. You know, he's up there, thumb up or thumb down. That's all you need.
Is that all you need?
So angry at the month of March.
Hopefully I have enough lines.
Well, I mean, March only has however many days it has, depending on how many lines you write.
Hopefully I have 7. Because like a week has 7, right?
See, that's the thing. In the art world, the weeks don't need to be 7 days long. This one will be, but they don't have to be.
Oh, okay. I did it fine. I did it just fine. And then, obviously, whatever year this is, March 1st is on Sunday.
Yeah, it's on the first day. Because that's how time works. Has-been counts from 1 to 31. I will just remind you that you should be watching us instead of sports. We have 3.5 years almost of videos that you can go watch while your loved one or acquaintanced one is watching countless hours of college football. And by football, I mean basketball. You can just turn on us in the other room, you know? Have a March Madness party. And, you know, you greet people at the door and you're like, are you going to watch football? I mean, basketball? Or are you going to watch poor art? You know? And people have to choose. You know? They either go into the room where you're watching us or they go into the room where they're watching basketball. And, you know, wherever they go, they're going to be upset.
It's a good thing there's only 28 days in March.
I've always found that fascinating, you know? How that works. You definitely shouldn't add another row to the month of March because there's definitely not room for it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that March sometimes has 28, you know?
February, March, they just swap places.
Sometimes they do. It depends on when Easter is that year, you know? Something.
Yeah, just something to be mad about.
Exactly.
Now I just have to write words for every
This is like a wish.com calendar.
What's like something hard to cook? You know,
diamonds.
Like this will be like
something
lobster.
Hard to cook, like your friends, you know.
And this will be like
morally difficult to cook people.
Souffle.
You have to wrestle with your conscience.
And this will be what are like hard things for like you'd be like if you were a lunch lady, you'd be like, oh man. Like, I don't even know how to
We have to come up with 28 of these, man. We're struggling on number 3.
Well, I don't need Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh, okay, yeah. Lunch ladies are off those days off. Okay, man.
The hardest things to make.
Okay.
Like, spaghetti is hard.
Calzone.
Like, you think of
what do you
spaghetti?
mean spaghetti is... It's like the easiest thing.
No, but have you ever made spaghetti?
It's the first thing that everyone learns to make after Pop-Tarts.
But have you ever made spaghetti for, like, 100 people? It's real hard to not make it, like...
What, like too much of it?
Not too much. Like
it sticks together.
It sticks together and stuff because it's like it's too hard to make it in a pot.
Sure.
Yeah,
and if that word says spaghetti, then
I only have so much space, and I don't.
Yeah, but like all the letters don't have to be on top of each other. Okay.
But they're all there.
What's that one say? Steak.
Yeah.
Snails.
Yeah, snails.
I don't even know. Like, if you ask me how do you prepare snails, I'd be like, you put them in the trash.
Yeah, and then I mean, just like garbage. Like,
oh man, yeah. How do you prepare a good garbage?
Yeah, it's like all you got today is garbage.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
That was really hard. Like, what takes a lot of peeling? You know, like mashed potatoes. Yeah, with no skin. You know, because you got to peel all the potatoes. Whew. What else is really hard to make? See, like, I don't find that much. Yeah. I don't find anything too terribly difficult. Poached pears. Poached pears are interesting.
Like a couple of these are just going to be like
cop out, man.
Poached pears.
Yeah, but they're not really hard. They sound hard.
I'll put it on. I mean, maybe some days aren't as hard as others.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, obviously, like, this person's just mad because they're a lunch lady and they have to, like, March is just going to be a real hard day.
Oh, I see. Hard month.
Real hard month.
And she's mad about it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the concept.
You should give her a fork for an arm.
A fork for an arm? No, she's
kind of like a normal hand.
Oh,
she's flipping off the calendar. Come on, man.
Not flipping off. That's a point.
When you got 4 fingers, it's hard to tell.
Well, that's the thumb up there.
Okay, so this
and then
is
3 fingers. This is the pointer finger.
This hand is backwards.
No.
Are we looking at her palm?
Yes.
Oh.
This is her left hand.
I don't know, man. You should draw some palm lines or something.
What?
Watch my hand tutorial video.
No, that's like the worst way.
No, there are worse ways.
Yeah. So now, I have to try to remember how I draw my calendar, people.
I mean, they can.
I think they change whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, because it's not that often you draw them, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, is she hating on March? This is gonna be sad.
Yeah, but March.
Oh man, March is angry too. I think Brendan's gonna be happy that you drew calendar, people.
Which day? This is just gonna be March 1st.
Why is he angry? There's not even food scheduled that day.
Yeah, well, like, why is she mad at him?
Why does March 1st? Why does the 1 look like a mouth and a nose? Like, you don't even have to draw anything else for this guy.
Well, he's still got a mouth.
Oh, it's gonna look weird now. Yeah, it looked better before. I'm just saying. Personally, I like the month of March. It's the only one that comes with a bona fide George Washington joke.
Like this guy, March. Oh no, it's the 4th.
Yeah,
I should have made him the 4th.
Yeah, on March 4th every year, you text all your friends and family, and you ask them the question. You say, "What did George Washington say to his soldiers on this day back in 1777?" And they say, "I don't know, what?" And you say, "No, come on, try to guess."
Has anyone ever said, "I don't know what"?
Yeah, you say, "Come on, just try to guess." And they're like, "Oh, it's midnight. I was trying to go to bed, and you texted me right away."
What do you mean trying to go to bed at midnight? You've been asleep for like 5 hours.
Only if you're elderly or you. And you say, he said March 4th. And everyone slaps their knee and gives you a pat on the back. It's great. Your calendar, angry calendar people are scary looking, man.
Yeah, you don't want to make a calendar angry at you.
Apparently not. What is all this?
But this is just pickles the whole day.
Okay, so like
the whole week.
Damn it, there's like reason to be angry there.
Yeah, just a week of pickles.
Like the children probably rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like don't come that week.
And then this day, pig's feet.
So like, where's the angry mob of students?
Cow's feet.
Ew. Whole feet week. Chicken feet.
Horse.
Horse feet, man. Nobody eats horse feet in America.
Well, you do if you eat Callooh.
That's true. There's probably a lot of kindergartners that eat horse feet.
Chicken feet.
You got one more day of feet. What you got?
Just feet.
Oh,
You'll find out.
oh man.
You'll find out.
Like,
It's a mystery feet
Feet
day.
Friday. Yeah, it's all the feet from the rest of the week mixed together.
Mystery feet Friday. That's what.
Mystery feet casserole.
Or freaky feet Friday.
No one
You
comes
gotta,
to school
gotta
that day.
have the alliteration.
No one comes to school on that Friday.
Yeah. So it's like a bunch of like hard things to cook, and then just
2
pickles and
weeks
feet.
of just the worst.
Yeah. So like this lunch lady, like she's like the kids won't be happy. Like even the best stuff here. Like some people really like lobster. It's like, but the kids like lobster? No. Like
Yeah.
snails. Like I mean, spaghetti is like the only good thing on here.
Yeah, but then
and
she's annoyed
That's
because
annoying
it's
because
all
it's
gotta
hard
stick
to make.
together.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Like it's hard to make spaghetti for a lot of people.
Do you remember all those old cartoons where the character would be like punished by sitting in a room and peeling potatoes for like
Yeah.
days? I just assumed that was going to be a part of life at some point. You know, no one's ever.
You've never just been like at
No.
work,
No one's
and your
ever.
boss comes up and says, "That's like you were lazy on that last
Yeah.
report. Go."
No one has ever locked me in a room and just made me peel potatoes, which is.
But like you've also
Conflicting.
like you've never like worked for the military. Like where have you worked that would be what you have to do?
Yeah, probably nowhere.
Like I mean,
I worked at Target once. Target,
even do they even have?
they had a back room. I worked back when Targets used to have little cafe things in the front. That was pretty similar. Like,
Yeah, and wasn't
I
that
can't
like a
imagine-
punishment? Like, oh, you
punishment,
came
it was-
in late today, so go work the
No,
food court.
That's not how it was. I was specially trained to do 4 people's jobs in that one spot.
Yeah, especially trained because you were late once.
Not true. That was the job they hired me for. It was terrible.
They hated you.
I worked there for a year and then I got promoted.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I threw away. I went in the back one day and I was like, "We have a meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
We, to my knowledge, have never served something."
Mm-hmm.
And there was like literally 2 shopping carts worth of like weird kitchen appliances that hadn't been used there since, you know, like, this is something old people say, since the Reagan administration, you know?
I've never heard that, but
Yeah, but I said it.
yeah, I did. I did hear you say it.
Mm-hmm. And I threw it all away, and they're like, "Would you like a job in promotion?" Yeah, it wasn't quite that.
Like it was a test, the whole thing.
Yeah, but there was no potato peeling. That's my point. It was, you know, that job helped me realize how much I wanted to be an artist. There's no art in Target Cafe. It's all mechanical and colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the calendar dude angry? Like, she's mad at March, so he's mad at her. Like, they're just pointing at each other. They're having a point off.
Yeah, he's mad. I think it's just like they're both mad about whoever made this. Like they're both just, they looked at this and they just got mad. And they're just like they just like accuse the first person.
She looks angry. The calendar person looks like they're gonna do something
she's
evil about it.
Like she the lunch lady sees this and is just like, "March, this is your fault." And March is just like, why'd you make the worst food on my day?
March looks like he's gonna burn down the cafeteria because of this.
he should.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably true. But then,
Like who set
I would
up
say,
this?
but then think of all this hungry children. But you know they aren't
Like
eating
they're
this.
not yeah. Like maybe they'll eat on spaghetti day,
Yeah,
but then it's gonna or mashed potato day, but then it's not gonna be good
I don't know.
tasting.
Kids are gross, man. Like, you serve kids pickles, and if they have parents that are, you know, the worst, they might enjoy them.
Yeah, I just
Those poor children that haven't
I wanna-
experienced happiness
like,
yet in life.
who was in charge? Like you would assume like the lunch lady would have had some amount of say.
Do lunch ladies? I don't think they do. I don't think they're like, "Come on, lunch ladies, let's all get together and plan the menu." There's like some head of
probably not
corporate
like
that's
that, but it's like,
what's the cheapest way to feed a school of children with the stuff we found in the trash last month? You know? And they're like, write it all down. There's some snails in the garden. We're serving snails one day. You know, there's like a mean garbage man.
right.
Planning every
It's in
school
charge
menu.
of the school menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's like these guys, they don't know who to blame. She's blaming the month. He's blaming the lunch lady.
I get it.
They both need to blame this garbage man that plans the.
It's true. The garbage
One of
man.
the days is literally garbage.
Yeah. That's how you know. I forgot about that, actually.
They're just like they're
It's
both
like
just
proving my
thankful.
theory. What?
They're both just thankful that there's only 28 days in March.
Why does he have so many feet? Like, where is this town located? Nowhere I want to go. That's for sure. Starts off with lobsters. People are probably like, ooh, gourmet. It ends with feet. Mystery. Feet. Gives people the wrong impression.
Yep, this is my.
This is
portrayal.
March Madness, man.
March Madness.
This is pretty good. Pretty good. Way better than football. So when you're having your March Madness party and you're all sitting together on your beanbag chair watching this,
Everyone's on the same beanbag chair.
I
Like
assume.
one of those real big beanbag
Yeah,
chairs.
well, hopefully, right? Maybe everybody's just got like a foot on the beanbag. It's one of those parties.
Don't invite us to this
No,
party
we're not,
that you're having.
no, we're not coming to any March Madness party. Just knowing that there's people in the other room watching sports taints the whole thing.
And the fact that everyone's on a beanbag,
Just a
the same
A
beanbag.
communal foot beanbag,
Yeah.
like they had in Victorian times.
Don't invite us. Isaac might go. That's the scariest
See,
thought.
I think that's the problem. I probably would. Yeah. Well, enjoy your sports.
Enjoy all the rest of March, which is 5 days.
Yes, 5 days left until 28.
And then you can stop being mad.
Yeah, seriously.
You can start being
The
fooled.
anger will diminish when the fool arrives. See you next time.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.